Hi, this is Chris, and welcome back to my channel, The Great Northwest Comics. Today I'm trying something a little new. I'm using my wife's Apple iMac Pro to film this video. It has a high-def camera compared to my AirMac. My AirMac's like a 720p, and this one's like a 1080p for the video. So I probably look pretty scary in high def. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and apparently I can see it on the screen. But anyways, today I've got some great comic books to show you, my weekly haul, some eBay items, and some other purchases. And I'll also go over my next submission to CGC. So first off we have is Dark Ride. So I'm really loving this series because the cover is really wicked. This one, which one is this one? Issue 5. Issue 5, sorry. Issue 5, very, very sick. This is I think this is like the cover B. I don't think it's the cover A, so definitely ordered that one. This one is Black Cloak. I was going to stop collecting this one, but I decided to at least collect it until the storyline ends. So I picked up 3 and 4. No, 4 and 5. That's 5, and that's number 4. That's a pretty cool cover. It's being like arrested or something right there. And then, of course, some nice Bond books here, the 341. And then this is the connecting cover issue, I believe, for the Scorch and the Gunslinger. Very cool cover. And then some great Noctera books. 14. It's an alternate cover, or variant cover. And I think this is a variant as well. Is this Liefeld? I'm not sure who the artist is on this one. Ferrari? Can't tell. Very fancy signature. I picked up this one just, I don't know why, because this is Silk number 1. So she must be starting off on a new storyline or something like that. Sometimes I just pick up number 1s. Probably should have asked the comic book guy about it, the shop owner. So, anyways. It was a great day to go out, for sure. The weather's awesome. It's like 80 degrees today. And we went to the beach. And then stopped by the comic book store on the way back and picked up my books. Now this book, this Action Comics 894, features Death from Sandman in DC continuity. And I wanted to pick up a copy, and I happened to see it on the Comic Gains Whatnot auction. And if you spend over $10, they would give you a free book off of there. They have like a mantle, like a fireplace with a mantle, and they put like 4 books on there. And so if you spend over $10, you get to pick one of the books on the mantle. And I happen to see a really cool book that I'll show you in just a moment. The only thing I would say about this issue, though, is that it has some noticeable defects that you couldn't really see in the video stream. It has, on the spine, it's got like a nick out of it, so the paper lifted, but it didn't. So it's separated, but didn't detach. So it's like a little scrape. And then it has one spine tick, which is no big deal. But then on the corner, over, going backwards here, yeah. Corner over here, it has like a crease, a non-breaking color crease. And when I opened up the book, the crease actually goes through the first like 4 pages maybe. So I don't know what happened, but it got damaged right there. And then when I opened up the book and I was actually reading it, because I didn't know the storyline at all, the page before the centerfold is like stuck together at the spine. So it's like really weird. I'm assuming it's a manufacturer's defect. So this is just fun to have for the collection. I may get it pressed, but not submitted to CGC. Just wanted to get a key book, and the price was right. And this is the free book I got from Comic Gains that I picked. This is Legion of Superheroes 263. So I guess it's a minor key as it features this guy down here in the green armor. Oh, it doesn't have his name on here. I thought I had his name on the cover. He's like, apparently he kidnaps the Legionnaires' parents and holds them hostage, and so the Legion's got to go after him. All right. And this was a great book I just picked up from eBay. I think it was he had it for like $40 or $50, and I did a Sorry about that. The screensaver came on. So I got it like $10 off basically. So I got it for like $40, I think. And so I compared that to my graded copy. So I got a 6.0 on this one. But this one suffers from an issue with some tanning, especially on the back. Has some tanning. And so that's what, and I guess I can't remember if there's some staining on it too, which is why I dropped it to a 6.0. But also has, you know, just the usual spine ticks and stuff like that on the side here. Corners look okay. I'm wearing my contacts today, so I can't see as well as I normally do when I'm wearing my glasses. This book is in really great shape. The back is white. The pages are white. Oh, yeah, this one is off-white to white pages. This is 100% white pages for sure. And I think I could easily do a grade bump up to like a 7.0, maybe even a 7.5. I would definitely get it pressed because along the spine it has that little like stacking bump right along here. So and then it has some obvious spine ticks. There's nothing you can do about that. But the corners actually look pretty good, and the only issue is with the staples. Maybe they're not quite as flush with the spine as the other book. But this is definitely worth sending in to CGC. This is the first appearance of Shadowlass, by the way, if I didn't mention that. And Shadowlass is another one of my favorite characters from the Legion. And then this is a really cool book here. I just got this from, I think it was eBay as well. Now the seller wanted, I think he wanted $180, and I bid did best offer of $150, and he accepted. And I think that's an exceptional value for this book. It's a first appearance of Dawnstar, Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes 226, and the cover's by Mike Grail, probably. Yeah, Mike Grail. And it's first appearance of Dawnstar, and she also joins the Legion. I was gonna get this one re-encapsulated, but I actually like how the label is on this because it gives a lot of detail. On the back, it says Legion of Superheroes Story 1 is the dazzling debut of Dawnstar, and then Legion of Superheroes Story number 2, 5 Against 1. So there's 2 stories in this, and then it says there's a full-page ad of World's Finest Comics 144 and GI Combat 201. Interior front cover hostess ad featuring Batman. Public service ad featuring Superman. So it's just crazy, like they just give you all that detail on here. So I think it's worth just keeping in the slab. So even though it's older. So I really like that. It's cool. And then this one, I've been buying a lot of books from this guy, Reynold J, I believe his name is. And he's been putting up a lot of Legion of Superheroes CGCs. Most of them are 9.6s and 9.8s. I don't usually see anything lower than that. Most of the time I get the 9.6s. So this is issue 306, which features, I believe, a solo story of Starboy here. Brief Origin of Starboy by Kurt Swan. And I think I have a raw copy of this, so I can read it. I believe he goes back into the past to the 20th century, 21st century, and he has his little adventure or something. I forget what it is. It's been so long since I've read it. So this is a great book, 9.6, exactly what I want for my collection. This is actually the end book for the CGC collection I'm doing with my run from the 80s. And this one was, I think, from December of '83. Wow, which is a freshman in high school. Just a freshman. And anyways, so a very cool book. I think after that, that's when the artwork changed, and that's why I didn't want to continue. I didn't want to do the slabs for those books. So up next here, I just have a number of books that I'm considering for CGC. Now I have 2 more orders coming in from eBay. This guy says he has near mint Legion of Superheroes books from 283 to 289 and 291. And so if they are near mint and they can have some, easily pressable defects, I'm definitely going to be submitting, and they're white pages. I had them show me some of the page quality through some additional pictures. So I would send in 284 so I can get a high grade in white pages, and I need to do 287, 88, and 89. So if I get those, so if those books look great and I get those slab, that'll bridge the gap in my collection up to and through the Darkness Saga up to, so I'd need 295, 96, 97, and 99, and then that would complete the entire run. So, but for this one, this is the favorite comic book of mine from the Legion of Superheroes, and I've been buying a bunch of them, trying to find like a good copy to send in the CGC. I think with a press and some quality work on it, it could definitely get a 9.4, maybe even a 9.6. But if they're not able to address some of the issues, I think this one has an issue up here. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it has an issue up here, and then when I turn it on the back, it has an issue like a crinkle or something, like it was bent a little bit. So if they could use a tack iron or however they do their process to fix that, I'm pretty sure this would get between a 9 and a 9.4, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I just want one of these high grade ones, slab. Next up is the 10th. Now I already own a 9.6 graded copy in the 10th issue, number 5. Yeah, 5. I just love this cover. I mean, it's a very sexy cover, obviously, and I love the 10th series. So if this one looks so good, I think it could get a 9.8, and that's the only reason why I'd want to submit that one. And these are for my personal collection. I wouldn't sell any of these ones. So if you're thinking like, well, that's not a good value, because like if this got anything less than a 9.6, it's not even worth the encapsulation cost or the pressing cost. So it's just a risk on my part. So if I get the 9.8, then I can sell the 9.6. And then this is this. I'm sure if you've seen the Black Adam, you'll recognize this. This cover was featured as a poster on the wall of the kid in Black Adam. And this one's not especially high grade. Like, it's not going to get a 9.8. It's got some spine ticks, and so with the pressing, I would guess it would be a 9.2, 9.4. But I just really love this cover. I've been trying to find it in a higher grade, but haven't had any luck. I'll try again, see if I can find a better copy to send, but otherwise I'll just send that one. And then this is a great copy of Spawn 300. I don't even think this thing needs a press. It looks so great, but I'll probably just have it pressed anyways, just to make sure. I'm sure this will come back in 9.8. It's got super sharp corners, no spine ticks at all. Like, I'm even afraid to touch it and move it around because it's in such great shape. And then I already have a 9. I have a 9.4 on this one. For some reason, I got a 9.4 on the last submission and not a 9.6. So I was really disappointed. So I think this copy may be a little better than that one, and I'm going to send it to a different presser as well. So I was using Turlock Comics, and nothing wrong with their work, but they do charge $20 a book. And I found another presser that was recommended by Ryan from Automatic Comics. He's called the Comic Book Presser, and he only charges $12 a book. So if I'm going to submit like another 10 to 20 books, and I still can save $8 per book, that's $160. And I don't see I'm not seeing like something special about the pressings, like, because, well, number one, I can't see the books after they're pressed because they get sent right to CGC from the shops. And since I don't take pictures beforehand, really, unless it's one of the more expensive books, I can't really evaluate accurately like how great a pressing job it was. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Turlock Comics pressing, but I think just to be fair, like to him and his shop, the reason why I heard from him was he did a interview video with the Bronze Age Nerd, and Joey, the shop owner, I guess, was saying, like, he had this other guy that was an expert on pressing and to take great great care of the books and use some great techniques and all that stuff. Well, every time I communicated with him, he would say he pressed my books, and I'm like, okay, I understand that you're a good presser, but if you have an expert presser, that maybe he could have identified a couple of things that could have bumped that book from a 9.4 to a 9.6. Now that's just speculation on my part. I'm not blasting them or anything like that, but it gives me pause. And of course, I could just call them and ask them, like, are you actually pressing my books, or are you having your other assistant look at them? These are all high grade modern books. There's nothing like especially no special problems like you need the spine roll fixed, and the cover reworked so it lines up correctly, and an expert would make sure they didn't pop the staples and stuff like that. So I don't send them books like that. I'm sending them modern books that just need a pressing, but there are a couple of issues, like if there's like a little bend in the cover that needs to be addressed. I just want to make sure that that's being looked at, and I'm not sure with them. It doesn't mean I won't use them again, but the only reason why I may not use them again is because it's $20. And I did like 2 submissions through them, and it's not like I expect to get a coupon or something, because I'm not like I'm a new customer that has done a few submissions to him, so I don't expect like discounts or favors like right off the bat. But if it's been maybe because I worked in retail, sometimes I just think like maybe I should get a coupon, maybe I should get a discount because this is like my 3rd submission or 4th submission, something like that. And so right now I'm looking at price point, because if I can save $160 on 10 books, then it's going to cost me $250 from CGC, plus the shipping and the handling and the tax and the invoice fee, of course. So you're looking at close to $300 probably, and then I'm going to be spending $120 to $150 for the pressing with all the shipping and the insurance and all that kind of stuff. So, and one thing with the comic book presser, he does charge I think $10 for creating the invoice for CGC and then using his shop to get a discount. So you get like I think 10 to 15% off your submission cost, and so that even though he charges $10 to do the submission invoice, you kind of make up for it with the discount, so that's fine. So anyway, so this one I have a 9.6, and I really think this one is a 9.8. I really do, and just with the right loving from the comic book presser, I think I'll get that 9.8. This one, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to submit. Legion of Superheroes 296, and the reason is it's got a number of spine ticks on the black side here on the spine, probably like 4 to 6, and they're really light. There's only like one that maybe is a little longer, and so that worries me in that it could potentially get a 9.2 or a 9.0, and at the minimum I want a 9.4, but I'm kind of tired of looking for this book and spending money on it to try to find the perfect book. So maybe with a good pressing and a little luck, maybe I can get that 9.4, 9.6. And this one I definitely wanted to submit because it has the DC Universe logo, and it's a Adam Hughes cover. And this is Legionnaires number 16 from July of, I think it's 04. Sorry, I got that. I'm getting older to go like this. Oh yeah, now I see it. So anyways, this is what I have to show you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I did pick up a couple of new subscribers. I really appreciate that, and I hope you have found some enjoyment watching some of my older videos. And again, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. So I hope you have a great weekend. I know there's still a lot to do. The sun's still out, so I'm still going to get out there and do some stuff. So I hope you do too. Have a great weekend.